peaceful entry.
That is very peaceful.
I feel so relaxed.
Yeah.
Got the music going. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge this Friday.
Finally.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Virtual
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
Or how is this? Cheer in the center? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's all
For the camera.
Everybody clank on Jason.
Here you go, Michelle. There you
Yeah, here, here you go.
Jason. Down there somewhere. I found it.
Salud.
Yeah, salute. Yeah,
Dank, farrik.
There you go.
Dank, farrik.
go.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for joining us this Friday night. I guess we'll do some roll call. So next to me is Star Wars Addict. How you doing, Jeff?
Good. Otherwise known as Jeff's.
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 Yes. I'm changing my branding this episode. So
Nice. Hey, you got to keep everybody awake.
yeah.
Next to Jeff, we got Glossy Bees.
Hello, everybody.
And then we'll go down below Glossy Bees. We have the Darth Instigator, Craig himself.
What is happening,
Jason in the
people?
house.
And then we got my brother from another mother, Jason. What's up, man? I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello there.
There he is.
Hey, nice.
And then we got the one, the only, the Medina Lorian.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me.
Some royalty there.
Ah,
I
I
did
got
notice
sound
that
effects, bro.
you separated us, so that's good.
And then our special guest all the way from Canada. He's not a member of Metallica. He is Marcel Chenier.
Hey guys, thanks for having me, Evan.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. So
So
I just
every
collect.
time I touch my hair,
The Micron Master.
I have to take a shot. That's the new
Oh
rule.
no.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the rule tonight, guys.
Better,
Take
Well,
a
that's
take a
shot.
shot.
better go refill.
30 minutes.
Hit from the bong.
Take a shot or take a drink.
Mhm.
So I have to do an announcement every time he does it.
That's
It's gonna be this right here.
So is it
There you go. Nice.
chainmail or lightsaber, guys?
Chainmail or
It's
lightsaber?
It's
Chainmail.
chainmail.
Absolutely.
Chainmail.
It's gotta
Ooh.
be chainmail.
Otherwise, the rest of it was
Jorge?
just pointless.
Yeah.
What is it going to be, Jorge?
What, chainmail? Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Otherwise, that whole thing that happened it was pointless anyway, but it's even more pointless if he picks the lightsaber.
Right. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. We got a couple people in there hanging out. Jeff Rode. How you doing, Jeff?
Jeff Rhodey.
Let's see.
Dank,
Kaduku
farrik.
Yeah,
the
it is
Collector.
Rhodey.
Let's see, we got Craig in the chat. I'm in the chat. Jeff, Joe, Hasey, the 1/6 scale custom guy. Awesome work, man. Welcome.
Yeah,
And then we got
Joel.
her.
Joel's creating something for me, you guys, and I cannot wait for you guys.
Can
to
you
see
do
it.
an enlarged Cad Bane hat?
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
it started already.
We'll start calling Jason Instigator too. We got Sean Stone in the mix. What's up, man?
What's up, Sean?
We got Elijah. Keep warm up there. We got the General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Hello there. And then we have Darth Kenobi. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Battle out.
We got Ken, OT Collector. We got our buddy Matt Hess.
Mess.
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 Man, I've already drank too much.
Yeah.
We got Fretted Logic. That's one of your buddies, right, Michelle?
Yeah, that we will talk about him here and after a bit.
Awesome. Welcome. We got Nate Wolf and we got
Nate.
Caesar M. All right, guys. So I want to do some icebreakers before we get into like the heated discussion so we can have some laughs before we end up getting pissed off at each other. So what I'm going to do is, let me see. I'm going to bring up the slideshow and everybody's going to read something that's on here. So I'm going to read this first meme. I got a bunch of memes in this week. Like my inbox was full of them. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to share them this weekend. What's up, Lee? I've ridden Beast 10 times its
His mom's
size.
in.
Oops.
Yeah, I think you
What the hell happened?
Gotta
I've
finish
ridden
reading
Beast
it
10 times the size. Your mom's among them.
Like a bantha.
Like a bantha.
Manta.
Give the next one to Jeff.
He's more machine than man now. LMAO, I did that to him. Good times.
Good times. Oh, Michelle gets this one.
No.
I cannot read that one.
Has there been a disclaimer at the beginning of this show?
Insane, man. That
I'm
went,
breaking
we
up,
went
guys.
pretty
My
south
internet
pretty
just got
fast.
crap.
Wow. I'm glad I didn't have that one, Michelle.
I can't. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that one.
We'll go to Craig
Chappelle.
next.
Oh Lord, here we go again. My favorite part of part in Star Wars is when the ass is driving around, which is me. So George is like, amen. So
Good Lord.
yeah, there we go. Right.
All right, let's go, Jason.
When the missus promises to dress up in the sexy costume from Return of the Jedi.
Oh my God.
How did you get my picture from last week?
Hey, Facebook man. George the Medinalorian.
Oh yeah.
He says they stole his stapler.
Have you
My
seen my stapler?
That would have been a better storyline for that episode.
That probably
Would have been.
true.
That would have been.
Right? He would have just came back and burned the palace.
Apologies.
Oh yeah.
This is just reactions.
Works for me.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Right. Yep.
That was cool.
Yeah, but that was still a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
The P2SO Terminators.
So cinematic, man. The whole
Mhm.
Great.
was very cinematic.
That was
That was
badass.
great.
And then Marcel gets the last one.
Oh yeah. I wish I could do her voice, but I can't. Have you ever removed your helmet? What if I had? You wouldn't be a Mandalorian anymore. I haven't done it then.
That's awesome.
But I know that you have. I must send you on this quest.
Your quest is now in the minds of Mandalore.
I love the voices, though, Marcel. That was good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very good.
Yes.
Good choice.
Excellent.
Voice acting.
I do my best for you guys. Yeah, that episode five was just
Perfection.
amazing. And I read online that she's maybe getting a season of a show or something. Bryce Howard.
Oh, okay.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Hope so.
Computer.
The
failed.
the book of
Oh.
Boba Bryce.
The camera has something to drink.
Get that settled in.
I think the next series should be called The Tales of Tatooine.
The Tales of Tatooine. That's what this one should have been called.
I wrote on
Right.
my Facebook page, it's the book of Boba Fett, but they never said they would actually finish the book.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
I did see. I saw you.
Nice.
Post.
The writer of Game of Thrones started the writing, right? No finishing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They,
Just
yeah,
was on
they're
forever.
still working on it.
Yeah.
Book of Mendel.
Michelle,
Subject
anything
was good.
from this new series that's inspired, planned,
Yeah, I probably have to put
any
Cad
planned
Bane
art
on.
from the Book of Boba Fett?
I probably
Oh,
have to do
no,
Cad
no,
Bane
I-
and then
I-
make it
I-
for Jorge.
wish.
You know,
Oh, go ahead,
make his
Michelle.
nose better.
What's that, Michelle? One more time?
I said that I probably draw Cad Bane for Jorge here and try to make
would
his,
appreciate it.
little bit, bluer. His
Make
eyes
his
a little
hat
bit
really
bigger.
small, though. Make his hat really small.
Make him look like
There you
that.
go. Here's a good reference right there.
There
Perfect.
you go.
And make
There
it
you
to where it fills
Just-
up that
just-
entire
that figure just
back
went up in
wall.
price.
Just make it like a mariachi hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 You know, with
That
the
would
little
be
dangling
awesome.
things at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
Sombrero.
Yeah, that Denal figure probably it's like $1,000 now.
Probably.
But yeah, I was seriously thinking about drawing him. That seems pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's new with everybody? What's going on? Let's start with Jeff. Jeff, anything new this week? Any new collectibles?
I got my helmets. I got a new one.
Oh man,
Oh.
it's just coming in.
I like his helmets. Ah, much
Oh yes.
Oh, sweet.
nice.
Let me put you on the big screen.
Oh,
Damn,
nice.
dude, where do you get all these helmets, man? Where do you get these wonderful toys?
Toys.
Nice.
It's funny because I was wearing on a conference calls today too.
You're
You're like, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I like
There
it.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I could just wear it.
Sweet.
You have to wear that entirety of the night.
Yeah. So I got that one, and I got a trooper. I got a snowy trooper helmet. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah, those are my two this week.
Nice, nice. What about you, Michelle?
So I follow Daniel Logan. He has on Facebook, he has a Facebook page that's bounty boxes, and I got a couple in his private collection. So this
Nice.
is the Chewbacca, and they're not opened at all. So these are like toys that are like at least 20 years old. So
Cool.
I got this one, and the Chewbacca is from Cloud City when he's carrying C-3PO. And then I got Padme from Attack of the Clones, which he was
That's
in.
cool.
So and
Are they
that
signed?
yeah, he wrote my name on there, so I've kept those on there. So I got those this week, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. I
Michelle,
thought
did you select those from a variety of options?
what he does is he pulls these action figures out of his collection, and then he holds either like an auction where you can like bid on it, or they're just a certain price, and then the first 4 people, because I think he brings out like 4 or 5 per action figure, and then you can just purchase them. So I just purchased it straight off. So I thought it was
good.
pretty cool.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
It's like an
Yeah.
auction? Is that what he's doing? He's auctioning them off kind of thing?
Yeah. I think
it's
that's how kind of he's making some money
It's like
from
whatnot.
that. He's so you have to pay for the shipping and plus for the action figures, but it was just the right price. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it, And plus he wrote my name on there, so that's pretty cool.
Sweet. That's nice.
Awesome.
Is that your collecting focus? The 3 3/4 inch?
You know what?
Drinks.
That's my first one. That's my first action figures. Well, I do have a piece from
Oh, cool.
Sideshow. That is Kenobi.
Oh, the Obi-Wan. That's right. You said that
Yes.
the other week. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
Did Matt Hess sign it?
He did not. He did not.
Oh, well, that's horrible.
Matt, come on, Matt. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle.
Yeah, for sure.
And Medina Lorian, what you got, man?
I got a broken Tuscan Raider.
Yeah, dude, I was watching.
Oh,
your
that's
video.
right. I saw that, man.
What happened, bro?
Ah, it was painful.
I
No.
moved the hand and it snapped, and
Okay.
and then the peg unfortunately is.
You
is
breathed
so
on it.
Huh?
Uh,
Yeah, the peg is so far in on one of the hands I can't get it out. So I contacted.
But you breathed on it, and it
Yeah,
broke.
that's probably what happened. I've been done. But yeah,
like-
it snapped on me. So they're gonna send me out another hand. I mean, I like the figure; it's pretty awesome. And then today I got word that my Dark Saber is gonna be shipping on Monday, so that's awesome.
is that the Hasbro one?
No, the Corbanth.
Oh, Corbanth. Nice, even better.
Yeah,
I saw him posted, George. So
yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
the Jeremy, right?
yeah. he
Yeah.
posted it. But anytime he finishes them, he posts them out and he says, "Hey, this is yours. It's coming."
So I get word that Corbanth sends it to Jeremy. Jeremy gets it. And he hits me up yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, I got the sabers in. It's gonna take me a little bit to design the chassis for it, and you might see it like in a couple of weeks." So I'm like, "All right, cool." And then next thing you know, the video's up. Your saber's done. I'm like, "Well, that was a lot faster than I thought it was." Gonna
Yeah,
be. So
freed you up some spot.
yeah, it's awesome. That's the fastest I've ever had one built.
Where are you gonna put it?
The Dark Saber
Yeah.
behind me. I'm probably
wall?
gonna take out the Sage Ventress so you can see it better. Usually those sabers get the most love. You can see it on the camera.
Yeah.
So,
I was just curious. You're running out of spots back there.
yeah, I am. I got actually more space below, but you just don't get to see all that because the camera kind of doesn't catch it. So
Are you going to take some of those blasters down and just have it all sabers? Or?
no, the Han Solo blaster, the DHL that I made that myself.
Oh, cool.
And then the Boba Fett rifle, I actually got a master replicas one that's going to be here in a week or two, and that's going to get replaced. And I think I'm just going to give this one away on the hyperdrive probably.
Oh wow!
Nice.
It's my birthday in 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. you want one? I'll send it to you, man. I mean, it's got to get finished and painted. You know, you're good with art. You can do it.
I'm good with the arts.
Yeah, you could.
It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm looking to move some sabers around and get some different ones. I just picked up the Count Dooku again, and I don't know what I'm gonna get next. We'll figure it out. I'm always getting something.
You gotta do that next. Do that one. You gotta do this next.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let me make you big real quick.
That looks
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool,
Love the
man.
lights.
That's very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're
Nice.
clean.
Yeah.
You got
That's the only part of my
Vestas. Okay.
Yeah.
Got those shallow Vestas. Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the Cal Kestis, man. Those lightsabers are like a tease.
I know, right? Well, you know, I went there on Wednesday, and they had, I think all they had left was the Anakin Skywalker, Luke. They had a Count Dooku, the new lightsaber from Darth Maul was there, and I think that was it. You know, and then you sent me that picture this morning that it's like they're fully restocked again. I was like, bastards.
It's crazy, man.
Oh,
All the ships
I
from
saw the
China.
Maul saber at Frankenstein's.
it's
one
nice,
that's
right?
available at the Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
That they had it marked up way too high. But if I ever get to downtown Disney, I'll pick it up.
Oh, true.
think
I gotta
gorgeous.
get the mall. I gotta get the mall, the other part of the mall, right, to put on it.
Hey, it's on
Yeah.
Michelle. It's not me.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that's what I got this week.
Nice, dude.
You got a Sidious for sale too for
And a city is for sale.
$435.
Yeah,
Chill.
for this guy. Yeah, for your friend in Pennsylvania.
That's funny. So, Jason, what did you get anything this week, man?
I got pre-orders. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the heavy infantry Mando from Hot Toys a couple weeks ago at Frankenstein's, along with the Tusken Raider, same one George got, which is awesome. But I ended up pulling the trigger on all the Kodo Bad Batch statues that they've released so far. So they got Wrecker, Hunter, and Tech so far. Oh, the Darth Maul Clone Wars from Gentle Giant, the 1/6
Nice.
statue. So I pre-ordered that. But, I'm really pumped. It looks like Ahsoka Clone Wars from Kodo's coming out in a couple weeks, and I've got that and the companion Rex on pre-order. Excited for those pieces.
How do you
Sweet,
like
man.
Frankenstein's, man?
Dude, it's great. You come out for celebration, I'll take you there.
Please.
We'll do a trip.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, man. It's I know one of the vendors there. He gets us to cut past the line, so we get in pretty fast.
That's cool.
And you
Nice.
really will be a celebrity, George.
Oh,
You'll be like,
Roll
wow,
out the red
George is
carpet.
here.
yeah, right.
Went right to the front of the line. Look at that.
Jorge, the Mandalorian.
They'll be like,
I have to say it in like Mexican over there.
Hear ye, hear ye. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
you have to get a speaker. You get a speaker playing the Book of Boba Fett.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you just walk to the front.
And we don't have Strawberry to play some tunes.
Marcel's touched his hair too many
Right.
times. I gotta go refill.
I know, right? Me too.
I love that sound effect, man.
Darth Instigator. What's new with you, man?
Purchase impulse buy of so this guy, his name is Dana Sweetman is in Canada, and he posts on one of the props forums a steel Mando armor, Dinjarin armor, and it's literally metal, whereas most are resin painted. And I was like, oh, that's going to look awesome. And so I have been accumulating Mando parts and probably have 95% of it bought already. So
Sweet.
cosplay full scale like these guys, it'll be mannequin displayed and also, if approved, troop for 501st.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's
Yep, yep.
cool.
Was that,
Excited
is that
about
going to
that
be your second or third 501st build?
Second, if
Second?
it's, again, if approved. So
That's
yeah, I
gonna be dope,
haven't
man.
done any of these yet because all of them are like work in progress. But and of course the Rebels are not 501st. They're what are they, George? Rebel Legion?
Which one?
The 501st version of the good guys. It's Rebel something. Anyway,
It is the Rebel Legion,
For the cosplayers, you mean?
yeah,
Oh,
cosplay.
yeah, I didn't even know. The only ones I know is the 501st. That's one of the.
Yeah,
I didn't know there
501st
was a
is
Rebel.
Vader's fists.
Okay.
The bad dudes. And then you have
Yeah.
one that's specifically Mandalorians, and then you have one that's
Yeah.
specifically Rebels. There's three subcategories, I guess you would say. So anyway, pumped about that.
Sweet. Marcel, man.
Oh, hey,
What's new with you, man?
He said, "Oh, hey."
today I got some
What?
photos. I got some photos to talk about today. What happened today.
Drink.
That's my hair. Have a drink, everybody.
Oh, geez. Oh,
I don't know if you guys know this, but I happen to.
They're just jealous, Marcel. They're just jealous.
There you go. That counts. I got some in here too.
That's better than what I can grow. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, what'd you get, man?
Today we headed into Vancouver and checked out all the prints for the Boba Fett. There was like so many prints on the table. I'm so shocked as to how many people ordered them.
Nice.
But one of the things you guys might not
Sweet.
know about me is I have this tiny little record label. And this album, it's not important to anybody here. It's not Star Wars. I made this album. I have a record label, and I made this album with this young musician from Australia. He's 18 years old. I've been waiting like 6 months for this record to get made because the vinyl situation in the world because of COVID is just kind of a mess. It's a kind of a pretty looking.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nice, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so that just came in. So I don't know about you guys, what kind of shipping service you use. There's this Canadian shipping service called Chit Chats. So I shipped these out to like Australia and the US and the UK, and I shipped all these out today. Again, it's not Star Wars. It's just what I did today.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Did you say you were involved with that?
Yeah, I sort of started a record label kind of by accident. I have this electronic music
It's awesome.
Facebook page that I started maybe 3 years ago or something, and it's just for people that like electronic music. And what ended up happening is it kind of blew up, and I started making records. So this one here is these are a bunch of different labels. Whoops, here. And I got them all together. This is my label right there. It's called Dream Punk Record Club. And I got them all together, and they all picked a bunch of artists. And they sent me their tracks. And I put it all together and had this made in Germany. And this is old. I had this made last year. And it worked out really well. It just was like, I'm the kind of guy, I just like to work with other creative people. Yeah. Awesome. Anyway, that came in today. I'm a happy guy.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's like EDM music, electronic dance music.
No, it's kind of just sort of an ambient. It's a like 10 years ago, there was this weird internet music that started called Vaporwave. And Vaporwave was kind of born on the internet. It's the first sort of genre born on the internet. It's really weird. And then it kind of went ambient, like ambient electronic. And I got into that. I'm a big Brian Eno fan, if anybody knows Brian Eno. And I just got all these guys together and I was like, yo, dogs, let's make an album. And so we did. And it was a really interesting learning experience. Oh, damn it. Touch my hair again.
We're gonna make you self-conscious. I want to get back into.
We're all gonna
vinyl
get
again.
hammered. That's what's gonna happen.
Right.
I know. I'm almost done with this thing. This is like, I don't know, like a liter.
I'm not quite where Michelle is. I was looking at like some Fennec helmets and a Mando helmet because I mean the series is as controversial as it has been. You know, that episode 5 and Fennec at the end of episode 4. I was like, yeah, I could add those to the collection of one that I have. So I was thinking about it. And Matt Hess, he's like, don't do it, man. There's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Man.
So, you know, we'll just see what happens. But for now, I'm having fun.
You'll end up like with 18 helmets like me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like helmets and lightsabers are just a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Well, they're all very cool. You guys all have
absolutely
awesome collections. It's just amazing, you know, how much effort, not only you know, how much you spend, but how much effort you put into the presentation and all that stuff. It's just outstanding. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you on the air how much I spend.
Yeah, I don't
I'd rather not get in trouble tonight.
Right.
Right.
Everything costs money.
Yeah.
All right. Don't worry.
So
Even when we land the new house, I want to get back into vinyl, get reestablished in that.
Hell yeah, man. I think I got back into vinyl during COVID. And here in Florida, we weren't really shut down. So I was actually hunting for records.
And you guys are lucky. That's all I have to say.
It's funny that the kids are
like
back
50, I think.
too.
Yeah.
Like the kids, right? I mean, 13-year-olds into it, right? He's getting records and stuff now. So I mean, he's
Oh yeah, the scene I'm in is all 20 to 30-year-olds.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's just an old format. People like it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's good. Good
Sorry,
sound.
be like-
Star Wars.
Okay, boomer, but it used to be such an event to go to the record store and
That's
wait
my-
for it to open to get the latest thing that was released and
Yeah.
get home and look at the liner notes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the art and the back cover and
Yeah.
now it's just like you download it, it's just like something that was lost over time.
Yeah, the murder of art really for records. But anyway, I digress.
No, you're good, man. You're good. So Marcel, do you want to talk about your
Oh yeah,
Your
I don't
art?
really want to talk too much. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things before we totally change subjects.
so
So
I threw that in there for you.
did you?
He's touching his hair, but that one doesn't count.
We got 5 of these guys left. The big ones have sold out, and these ones are eventually going to be sold out. So I did a post on Instagram that these are almost gone. It was really cool to get Brian Muir to promo them for me.
What?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, him and his wife contacted me on Facebook actually, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'd like to help you out." So that was cool.
They're pretty active in general. Brian is. I mean, he follows people. He likes things. I mean, he's a pretty active guy.
Yeah. They both have their hands in his business, right?
Yeah, it is cool.
Parts pretty much. Yeah, it is cool. And she's super sweet. Like Lindsay and I think if I recall correctly, that's her name. We were speaking for like a couple of hours. It was actually pretty cool. Anyway,
It's awesome.
You got your
we
plats.
have our for the Boba Fett's, the Ariel Martinez. His shipment is on its way. It might have actually just arrived right before this thing going on here. I'm not allowed to open anything because my birthday actually really is next week. So anyway, those are coming up from Ariel.
Mine too.
Everybody's,
Not mine.
not yours.
No.
This is from today. So these are all the Bobas that are being signed and going out. So this is what I was doing all day today.
That's mine right there, guys. I
Was
call it
signing
Number one.
That one right there.
Nice.
Let's go to the next one.
Dude, that's dope, man.
What day is your birthday?
February 11th. So that's
12.
Nancy. She manages the website and talks to everybody and makes sure everything is in the right place. So those are the 30 by 40s that I had yet to sign, and the 16 by 20s are there off to the side for signing and numbering. Yeah. Anyway,
How many of the large Boba Fett's are there?
7, and
7. Okay.
4 or 5 are gone already.
Wow,
nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah. It's been going really, really well. And they turned out just great. They're really nice. Let's go to the next one, man. So those are the 4. I think, those are the 4 that have been ordered. So I was wrong. It's not 5. It's just 4. Those I signed and numbered today. We go to the next one. Oh, okay. So is there another one of these? I want to show, is there another smaller color one? Go to the color one.
I think these are it.
Oh, you didn't get the colored one? Darn it. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this one is I kind of wanted to do a bookend sort of group of photos. This is where I got started. Here, let me see if I can show you. Oh yeah, can you do me on the screen here?
Sure. Let me find it real quick.
Sure, yeah.
That did not sound right.
So
TD.
can you do me on the screen?
Ratings just went way up.
Still a little early for that.
Please, sir, can we polish your helmets?
That's funny.
I had to double check. They actually said clean.
Right.
Did they say polish? This is the stuff I love about Star Wars. So how all this drawing stuff got started was with this little pen sketch here.
Oops.
Yeah, it's okay. This little pen sketch here is from 2015, and it was just a random pen sketch in a tiny little book that I used to carry around with me. So that's how this all got started. And if you go to the other black and whites that you just had up there. Yeah, these are that. So I just did this little one.
So Marcel, I use microns, and I'm amazed at how smooth a distribution you're able to get.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks, man. It's just basically a new micron versus an old micron and how much ink they put out. So this is the first thing that I ever did, right? And then after I did this, I was like, okay, I guess I can do a big picture. I'd never done anything really big, and I didn't use a grid for this or anything. I just did it freehand. And what is it? It's just some random weird picture. It doesn't mean anything. I was just sitting on the bus drawing a picture, right? So I did this one, and I realized, okay, I guess I can do something pretty big after all. And then if you go to the picture of Vader that I shared with you, this is the first Instagram photo I ever did. I did it in November of 2019. So from this Instagram photo to the Boba Fett prints that you just saw has been a year and 2 months.
Wow.
Right? So why am I mentioning this? I'm saying that if you're a creative person and you're an artist, just start. I had no idea how to use Instagram, and Michelle and I equally maybe don't know how to use Instagram. But you just put yourself out there. You just start. And if you have a kid or a friend, all you have to do is support them. All you have to do is say, just be there. You don't have to even like what they're doing. Just support them and help them. And eventually they'll meet a fine group of people such as yourselves, and things will start to happen. And, and I'm just grateful that I took the step to start uploading stuff to Instagram and meeting all of you guys. And now today we're, sending prints around the world, and it's just been a fantastic experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
incredible stuff.
Talk about today about that sort of thing. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that,
Just
Marcel.
the fact that you're able to get that Yeah, that level
Oops.
of gradation out of a micron.
Yeah, for the
Incredible.
micron geeks out there like yourself and I, Jason, it's a technique, and basically all it is don't throw any away, and keep your old ones, and they'll give you the light tones, and the new ones give you the black tones, and then you just have some patience and get to work.
Have you ever tried the Copic multi-liners, Marcel?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
tried them. In Canada, they're not so much around.
Yeah, they're a Japanese
Really? Oh,
ink pen again. I really like them because they go down to a 0.003.
I love
Yeah,
them.
microns do as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And their nibs are a little sensitive, though.
Sorry?
Their nibs, the
Yeah.
nibs on the end, they're a little sensitive. But I love Copic because I think they have a true black. I mean, that's just my opinion, though.
Yeah. I just use whatever's around.
Yeah.
Basically. So if I
just love the evenness that they lay down the markers.
Yeah.
The markers, the Copic markers, nice and even layers.
Yeah, they're hard to find for me, so I don't use them.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I can
y'all.
understand
We're talking.
I'll go for it.
All right, that's it for that part. Thanks, man.
I just like art. I don't know nothing about it. I just know how to use
Check out
PayPal.
Jared. Yeah.
All you got to do is know what you like.
I just know how to use PayPal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bought another one.
I had
Hey, that's an art.
Speaking about knowing about using PayPal, I don't know, it reminded me of this random thing. Like 3 years ago, I was 3 or 4. How long have Apple Watches been around? Ages. And I was looking at an Apple Watch on eBay, and I had my phone in my pocket. And you know when you win something on eBay, it goes, bring, you've won, right? And so I was just walking down the hall here in my place, and it was like, oh, you've won. And I pulled out my phone. I'm like, I haven't been bidding on anything. And somehow my phone punched in like $250 more than the highest bid on the Apple Watch was, and hit send like 5. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm sorry. And I called eBay right away.
Dank Farrik?
Yeah. So, Star Wars Addict may know how to use PayPal, but I do not know how to use eBay without like over.
Jesus Christ,
spending.
man.
Yeah, it was all done like it was just in my pocket. Anyway, it was a terrible experience, but it got sorted out.
Oh,
One Boba Fett print right there.
Right. Yeah.
Seriously.
Damn.
I've got a big space here, Marcel, I'm thinking about for the Boba Fett print.
Oh, well, that sounds like the perfect fit. Let's get her done.
That's funny. Cool. So you guys ready to talk about Book of Tatooine? I don't want to deep dive it too much since we're going to save that for Sunday.
Okay.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited.
Someone, look at this guy. Just kidding. Frankie. Evan's Cad Bane is
The
too
wrong
blue.
hue. The wrong hue.
Somebody said that, tell me what you guys think. Somebody had said that this Ahsoka in the latest episode was better than the Ahsoka that appeared in The Mandalorian.
You look the same to me.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it looks the
I ain't seen anything
same.
different.
I didn't
Yeah, it's
notice
the
much of
same.
an improvement, but
Didn't
they
notice
said they were
anything
saying
different.
that there was. So maybe Bane's going to get more blue.
Yondu blue.
I was curious to see how many of
That'd be
the
perfect blue.
prop builders are going to build the little the little shirt, the little armored shirt.
Oh,
Chainmail?
Right?
Yeah, how
chainmail.
fast the chainmail are going to come out, right? I mean, everybody's going to be buying it to put on their sideshow child.
Yeah, the Hot Toy Girl. Good
Oh
too.
man, here come the baby
Yeah,
farms,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For all their kids, right? They'll put some plastic ears on their kid.
Yeah.
chain of Mithril.
I got the best car for him.
The Book of Cameos, season 2. That's
Did,
what this episode really was.
Cameo.
Baby Beskar. Here
What-
we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm conflicted about it. I really am. The kid in me wants to soak all of it up, and all the cameos. At the same time, you're trying to get back to the through line of the series, and it's just jarring. I mean, I don't feel like the tension that they're trying to build up when they get back to Boba Fett's story is really there.
No, it's
don't
gone.
realize what the stakes are.
No stakes.
It's
I
just
think
tough.
this thing got retconned, man.
Really
to tell you
tough.
the truth, because a lot of these scenes don't fit in the book of Boba Fett.
I
It
think
feels-
I mean, like the explosion at the nightclub. It's like, was he making money off that?
Right.
That wasn't like an enterprise for him. It's like, how is that damaging for him?
Right.
right.
I think somebody had said it good on another YouTube channel. They had said that this just proves that they just need to stay away from the original characters. Like, just build the new stuff and work on the new things and stay away from the original.
Let it be.
things.
Yep.
Just leave
Yep,
it be.
yep.
Just let it run.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I
start
agree
the
with
new.
that.
So
Yeah, because like with Mando, we didn't know nothing about him, and we loved the character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now they're
No.
introducing stuff that we like, and they're just messing it up.
I would have been fine if they hadn't revisited Luke and Grogu for a while.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand what was the point
I
of
mean,
that.
we just saw him leave Grogu at the end of the last season. It's like to get him back right away.
yeah.
Right.
I will say that they did do an
Yeah.
awesome job with the
Gonna go see him right
the
away.
deep fake.
And I think that was the
Yes.
reason why they did that. They were like, "Hey, let's show this off because we hired the right guy to do it this time." You know.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah,
Because usually
saying-
Marvel's doing that, really well.
Yep,
but
I
this
agree.
time-
mhm.
I agree.
You're saying
means-
you don't know why they did it at all, George, or why they did it in this series?
Why they brought that part in this series? Like, I was okay with when he said at the end of the last episode that I'm gonna go see a little guy. I didn't need to go see them go there. You know, that was not something that needed to happen. We should have
Yeah.
just stayed on.
Because it was a
Tatooine.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
At the end of the second season of Mando, it was something he was wrestling with, right? It was supposed to mean something that he was letting him go,
Right.
and didn't know he was going to have like visitation rights. It was kind of like,
And
I mean-
how did he know where he was? That's something that still I can't figure out. Like,
Tracker.
did he leave the tracking beacon on him?
Right.
A tracker.
He's low jacked. You know?
Like,
But
how
an
is it
Apple-
Mando
Apple
was able to
AirPods.
find him, and then later in like I don't know, what was it, Last Jedi or whatever, they couldn't find him. They had to use R2
Yeah.
in the next movie. It's like, come on, man.
Then Jaren, that's what the problem was.
What, right?
He would have
But
found
what
him in a heartbeat.
Michelle said, I felt robbed in the last scene of season 2 of Mando whenever Luke showed up. I hated the CG in it. Not that it was horrible CG, but it was not
Right.
good enough to keep me in the scene. My brain was the entire time was going, this just looks weird or whatever. You have incredible acting between Pedro and the puppet, that should be just like a tearjerker moment there. And it still, had emotion to it. Apologies for this opinion. But anyway, by the time I got to the end of it, I was like, immediately, like we actually did on, I think at that time we were doing the movie nights or whatever.
Mhm.
And literally whenever Luke come on the screen, you see my face go like, ugh, immediately. So Wednesday's episode, I was like in chill bumps the entire time going,
Yeah.
I was actually out of the moment because I was analyzing going, and this is so good. And here we are
Yeah,
a
right.
year apart from,
Huh?
the last one. And I'm like going, that just shows how off that was, and I thought I was like, a new bar has been set for the de-aging CG.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. It's funny because it's going to be the same way. I think, like the George opinion, right? It's like they wanted to show Luke because they're like, look, we improved it. And then like next season of Mando, they're going to be like, look, here's Boba Fett. We left him out of his entire series. Here's more Boba Fett. I mean,
He'll be on 90%.
very possible.
yeah,
We got better writers.
right.
Yeah.
Or he'll be in Kenobi, right? He'll be in like majority of Kenobi. So I don't know.
Right.
Right.
They got to stay away from the originals. Leave it be.
I think they have too much to wrap up in that one show that's left. I think it's going to cut into Mando.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what that's going to do.
Did they release what the time?
I
is on the
agree.
last episode?
That's
I don't know.
incredible. It's like lifting Jabba the Hutt,
Yeah.
No, George, I haven't seen what the time is going to be for the
3
last one.
hours.
Is it 3
They
hours?
can do a 2-hour episode. I mean, they could do something, but I
They-
mean, I don't
yeah,
think
they
they're gonna
got
do a
to.
2-hour episode. That would be great, though.
There's a lot of gaps they got to fill.
Yeah.
You got to stay up a lot later, George. Then,
They should.
Or get up earlier. You mean?
or get up earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm all right with
I,
that.
I swear, like they recut the show, just because the way it flows doesn't make sense. Like I like the last episode. Don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't fit with the book of keep saying Book of Tatooine with the book of Boba.
The Book of Mando.
I don't think
Mando.
anybody expected it was going to be. Nobody
Right.
expected it was going to be another Mando episode. I
Not at
don't think
all.
anybody would have bet on that.
No, yeah, I didn't think that at all.
Mando.
Yeah, I thought that was
Even
gonna be
when
like
I
a
was
background
watching
thing.
it, I was. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just saying I thought it was just gonna be a background thing that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I thought that he may come back at the end of this episode, and then we were going to start the final battle in this final episode. But like the entire when I was watching it, the amount of cameos, because I was like, man, everybody's in here. It's like, who else is going to show up? You know, we had R2, we had Ahsoka, we had Luke, Grogu. I mean, it was just like all over the place. You know, so
Who else?
yeah, Cad Bane,
Cad Bane.
this guy named Luke,
Nice,
looking like a
Greg.
Smurf.
Oh, we got some breaking news here. Cad Bane just confirmed that he will be wearing sunscreen episode 6.
Did anybody else?
He had the SP 21,000.
He didn't get it all rubbed in. He's like still rubbing it.
Needs a wider brim hat for more coverage.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
He's like,
Yeah.
damn, these long blue fingers, I can't get it all in.
Yeah, and then I made that comment when I was doing the
All right,
reaction.
I know
was
you
like,
guys have hyperdrive, so
Oh, but I made the comment in the reaction that I did that the hat. You know, I wasn't a fan of the hat.
Hold
And, you know,
on,
somebody
hold on. If we're going to talk
Uh-oh.
about this, hold on.
What you got there? let me blow you up real
I'm gonna
quick.
head out.
Go ahead.
No, but seriously though, I made a comment about it. Somebody comments back
yep,
to me
that's
they're like,
it.
That's funny.
that the reason why he has the hat is because he had it in the Bad Batch, and I'm like, do you think I haven't seen the Bad Batch? I realized that he has the hat in the Bad Batch. I'm like, it's been 30 years in between there. You mean in that entire time he hasn't gone to see another tailor to get a bigger hat in that time?
Right?
You know? So
So I'm going to give you a concession, George. I don't know
Okay.
if you heard this.
I did hear that. Go ahead,
You
but I'll
did.
let you do it live.
So let me ask this question.
So we've been on opposite. You know, I get what George's beef is or whatever, but I do think there is a valid point in what he's saying. So my stance on the entire thing was, and what I've seen a lot of people saying on Facebook is that if you look at the stylized versions of Dooku, Yoda, any of the characters in Clone Wars, and then if you translate that into live action, it makes sense what they did with Cat. Now, if you take what's the alien race in the Cantina? Huh?
Duro, I think is what they're called.
Okay. All right. We were trying to remember what it was earlier. That is an established look. So they actually didn't change that look as much in the Clone Wars. So it actually is a valid point to say the style, you know, in other words, it's catch-22, you know, which is it? Do you go with the, you know, I think Filoni chose to go, here's what Dooku was, here's what it is now, but you actually had an established character. So I do think it is a very valid point to say this is what he should have looked like, you know, the previous one. So concession.
All right. Left Coast Graphics is always on the other side. Always like, don't complain.
He has the best comments, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always comes at me with that stuff, even on my channel. But I mean, like, if you don't say something about it, then you don't get something better.
It's an embarrassment of riches at this point, right? I mean, well, I mean, we never dreamed we'd have this much content as fans, right? As kids. I mean, look how starved we were for so long. So, but I don't think you can not be critical about it. We have to be, because there's some purity to the original lore. There's some things that you just knew were right, even if you were a kid and weren't as discriminating. I think you got to be critical still, you know, within reason. But you know, we're all going to have our own subjective opinions, and I think the good thing for me is, at least with the series, is things seem to be in the right hands. Yes, there's some missteps, but things are still in the right hands with Favreau and Filoni.
I agree.
I think what Josh Pence said on the hyperdrive was kind of spot on. Like, I like it, but I just don't get where it's going, that type of thing. I can enjoy it, but I just don't understand why they're calling it the Book of Boba Fett when they're doing Mando now, that type of thing.
Yep.
Well, you keep waiting, everybody keeps waiting for it to get better, and then you wait for another episode.
I think Shennick's going to be revealed to be the one in control.
Fennec?
Already is, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
I said early on that BOBF.
I think it's really Shennick is the one pulling the strings.
Fennec?
Or Fennec, sorry. Fennec Shan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said early on that BOBF is Book of Badass Fennec.
Yeah.
I messed up her name.
That's gonna happen.
By the way, man, kudos to her. She's 60 years old and doing those type of moves and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Look 60.
That's cool.
No.
I guess.
Yeah, man. Can you believe that? Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
I was gonna say, if you just look at what's happening, it looks like if you were, I don't have any experience with how to run a show, but you had the bait and switch between Boba at the end of Mando 2 and Boba at the beginning of Book of Boba Fett, and the story wasn't coming together. It looks like they had given themselves two jobs. So forget about the quality of the story. They had given themselves two jobs. One was to tell a story that featured Boba Fett, and the other was to set up all the other series that they had. That's, to me, if you pan way back, they gave themselves those two jobs. And this last episode features the second one of those jobs, which is the different characters that they want to feature. And I think they fumbled the Boba story incredibly, just thoroughly, but they have done a pretty good job of letting us know who is populating the universe and kind of how their relationships are starting out. Whether that's satisfying to fans is another question, but that's, to me, just what it looks like, what's happened. And next episode, who do they have to tie in? They have to tie in the mayor, the Pikes, the Vespa gang, the guy
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Han Solo. Yeah.
That's Stray.
How is that
Allegedly.
We need him.
Cad Bane.
Tusken Raider, the warrior Tusken Raider that had trained him. I'm sure that she's going to make an appearance.
The Red
The
Ninja.
Marshal's still alive. He's not dead.
Yeah.
Cobb
Yeah.
Vanth isn't dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're
he's
either
not
going
dead.
to
His deputy's
have
gone,
a
though.
super long show where they effectively bring them all in, or they're just going to say, "Come on, guys, give us a break. Connect the dots yourself." Imagine that Luke told Mando where he was going to go. Just do us the favor and connect that dot. We can't tell you everything. So I think that's how the next episode's going to go, where we are just going to have to kind of do some of the work ourselves.
Pause button.
Yeah. Anyway,
I tell you right now, if in the next episode, if we find that Cad Bane overpowers Boba Fett and who saves him is Han Solo, I am gonna go freaking berserk on the camera when that happens. I will lose it if that happens. If that's how they bring him in, there will be all kinds of stuff.
Right. The finger is coming out.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Oh, now that's what I want to see. I want to see that in the next episode. Come on.
Bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to do that now.
Okay, so super fans, we got to intercut the actual episode with that.
Yeah.
Just stitch it together just for George.
The entertainment value will be much more than the entire series.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
So today I found this site here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's called the body count
Yep.
on the Book of Boba Fett. So far there's been 229 people that's been killed in the show.
really?
And yeah, and the
Wow.
last episode had 45.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow.
but notice Cobb Vanth's name's not even on the list.
People died in the last episode?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably because
Akbar.
the Allah Akbar killed 31 people.
Oh, the bombing.
Yeah,
Kind of weak.
right. But Max Rebo wasn't in there.
Bombing.
I was
He
gonna say,
disappeared
got
again.
out, right? He's a sleeper. He's a
You
slippery
can't
little
kill
duck.
that little bastard.
Yeah.
Jennifer Beals, no more work.
he's very fast. He gets out of that piano very fast.
Yeah.
Max Rebo has max midichlorians.
Right? That dude is fast. He's like the Flash.
Gone.
He just senses it.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is one with me. Bye.
We got to go watch it again and see what happens when they start looking at the bomb. Look around the room and see if he's even in the room at that point.
I wonder if any of the Jizz guys died.
Yeah.
We went to the bathroom.
They should have a scene with them coming out the explosion behind and slow walk, you know.
Like the Reservoir Dogs scene.
Next
Right.
next episode, it should be Max Rebo coming out of a refrigerator.
Like Indiana Jones.
The Book of Rebo.
Yeah, there you go.
The story's really
Okay.
about him.
This crystal skull technique.
Oh man.
He's hanging out with Han Solo. So got his arm around him. I totally want to see George have a meltdown. That's really
Max Rebo was not there. It was his night off.
Right.
Lego Lounge.
he was playing at the other bar. across
Well, let's ask this question: if they do have Han Solo, do you want DH Harrison Ford or Eric Wright? What's that guy's name?
The DH
Solo.
Harrison Ford.
De-aged, yeah. After
Which
what
would
I
be
saw,
less
it'd be
offensive.
DH Harrison Ford, yeah.
Yeah.
Only because of the time frame.
And they got the deep fake guy, so it can happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Prior to this episode, I would have said the other, put an actor in there, but
But man, Harrison Ford's voice has changed a lot since A New Hope and Return
so
of the Jedi.
has Mark Hamill's.
Yeah, it's true.
You think the technology's caught up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I don't think there's a chance Harrison Ford would do a voice even for this. I don't think he would do
He
it.
hates Star
He-
Wars, don't he?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, man.
won't
He
do it.
I thought he
bugging to
signed
get him
on
killed
to
off.
do it.
I think
No.
he did sign on to do it, yeah.
Did he?
Who's the guy that is a kind of a?
He wouldn't have come back for the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
He either
right?
got a fat paycheck or he's softened.
Who's the actor that's kind of like a Mark Hamill clone?
Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian.
yeah, Sebastian Shaw.
Stan. Is it
Sebastian
Stan?
Stan.
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 If
Shaw's
they-
the Vader.
If
Yeah,
they ditched,
Sebastian Stan.
if they ditched the deep fake and brought him in, then I think it would be all right if they brought in the other Han Solo actor. I mean, they just may as well. But
Left Coast Graphics make a point there that they probably will do, is they just have him dropping off.
He's
Ben
too busy
at the
playing
Jedi
Tommy
Academy,
Lee.
just to tie into the bad movies. So
Right.
yeah, let's finish it off with that. That's a great idea.
He'll be like 4 or 5 years old at the
They're not
time.
even sequels anymore.
Yeah.
Tie into the bad movies.
Be like me dropping my kid.
Remember those bad movies we made? Hey, this is how they tied
Will
it
it be like a real kid drop off where you just open the door and kick him out? You won't even see him.
Oh, this one is good.
Just kick him out the plane door.
Sebastian is busy making Disney Plus Tom and Lee porn.
That's what I said. The Tommy Lee movie.
Yeah. He's like, wait,
He's in
you
the
want me
Tommy
on
Lee movie?
Boba Fett? I don't want to do that. I'll do the porn.
He's Tommy Lee?
Yeah, he's Tommy Lee.
No
Yeah.
shit.
He
No
plays Tommy
way.
Lee.
You should see. He looks really
Tommy
like
Lee.
him.
He does?
Damn, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yep.
is there any chance? So I'm not so familiar with the lore. Maybe this is for Jorge. Is there any chance of Boba Fett taking on that legendary mantle that the armorer talks about, or is that just going to be Mando?
That's going to be hard because Boba Fett's, by most Mandalorians, is not recognized as a Mandalorian. The Mandalorians have written in hit, or some of the politicians, I guess, have called the Fetts pretenders. They stole the armor, and that's how he became. That's how they got their armor, even though that's not really what happened. So I don't know that they would recognize him in that role, and he would still need to get the Darksaber in somehow.
Yeah, well, that's what I've heard, is that eventually the Darksaber is going to get to Boba Fett, but I don't know anything about it.
That would be cool if that happened. I would be down for that. I'd be.
Then
down
he would
for that.
actually have to be tough and beat somebody.
Bo-Katan
Yes,
had that
he
great
would.
line.
He
You're
would
just a donor.
He would have to be that, yeah, because the Mandalorian can't just give it to him. And that's the other thing that I didn't understand about the end of season 2 is that Bo-Katan got the dark saber because the saber was given to her. So when Din Djarin goes to give it to her, I don't understand why she just won't take it back at that point.
Well, the armor, you called that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The armor
Believe
even
it.
pointed that out in
Yeah.
episode
Isn't that
5.
what led to the Night of 1,000 Tears or whatever?
Yeah.
it's called?
That's the belief, from the Zealots. But then
Yeah.
she establishes she doesn't agree with what the Death Watch is saying anyway. So
Bo-Katan doesn't agree?
no. Yeah, she calls them zealots that they
Yep.
they don't want to remove their helmets. They believe in a whole different style of the religion. and
Fringe.
she
They're a
was-
fringe group.
yeah.
It makes me wonder if she was one of Maul's
They're like
followers.
radicals. They're considered
Yeah.
radicals.
I kind of think that it is a branch from the Maul's followers because she even has the horns on the helmet, which
Yep.
they had the forgot what they called that branch.
Can't
Not Death
remember
Watch, but
either.
something else.
She's
What
gonna
would be
pull
more-
off her helmet, and she's gonna be Maul.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh my God.
Maul is the ultimate survivor, right?
That'd be awesome.
He's the Stan Lee of the Star Wars universe.
Some people were saying that they thought that Mace Windu would somehow make an appearance in this. He's another guy I would love to see come
That
back.
would be badass.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
Do
Yeah,
you think
I
he'll
saw.
make Kenobi more than this one though?
What happened?
Do you think he would show up in Kenobi versus Book of Boba?
I would think, there.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
more cameos.
Need more cameras. I'm actually looking forward to that Star Wars theory movie that he's making where he has
Yeah, right.
come back.
Good
That
call,
thing looks awesome.
Craig. No more.
So Left Coast Graphics here is making a statement. I wanted to talk about
Who's
that.
producing that?
So he says Bo-Katan and the armor want the Darksaber. So in episode 5, it's very clear that the armor could easily defeat Mandalorian in combat, but she didn't. So she could have had the Darksaber. Like, she showed him, I can kick your ass. I will let you fight this guy who will not kick your ass, and then I will send you on your quest, right? So I don't know how the armor wants the Death Saber when she could have just kicked his ass and taken it from him.
True. Good point.
At first, I thought that she called him out about the helmet because of the because she didn't believe that he should have the Darksaber. But that point that you're making about sending him on the quest,
Yeah.
that she could be like the Oracle.
Yeah, it would have been, you wear your shoes on the wrong foot. You're not a Mandalorian. Just go on this quest,
Right.
right? And and that's it. And what I like about that is that it goes all the way back to A New Hope, where it's the heroes.
I guess my only question is, who is there to lead?
The Mandalorians.
One more
But
time.
who's there to lead at this point? I mean, where are they? We don't know how many there are. Would they even return to their planet, given that it's scourged?
They're probably underground somewhere. Just
I'm
like
hoping
we
they
saw
dupe each other.
Bo-Katan and her crew. They were
Yeah.
out hiding. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of others that are hiding somewhere.
Aren't the Mandalorians like the Tusken Raiders? And the Mandalorians have covens,
Yeah.
and the
They're
Raiders have tribes.
Different tribes. Yeah.
Right.
Basically
So-
the same thing.
Yeah,
and-
they don't communicate. They're
Throughout the
totally
history of the
different.
Mandalorians, it's been like that. That the only time they've come together is whenever one of them has been able to get the Darksaber and unites the different clans, and then that's when
So
they
they'll
come
be the
together to
dominant
fight.
tribe, the one
Right.
that holds the Darksaber.
And you have
Right.
the group on Carl Weathers' planet.
Right.
All right.
Actually,
What's up,
Mando
Carl?
Mando
Where's
just
it
stopped by. He
It's
doesn't,
true.
he doesn't want it anymore.
Well, I mean, it seemed like they
There
got
it is.
wiped out on Navarro.
Jet.
Jeff is the
Wait
ruler of Mandalore.
Don't turn it on yet. Let me get you here. Oh, nice. That's the Hasbro one.
Nice.
Dude, the Hasbro one's
Nice.
man.
That's dope. I'm still waiting on mine.
That looks
Dude,
great.
I was waiting forever on the Hasbro one. I finally just gave up.
Oh, I ordered it like a year ago,
I don't know
Yeah,
why it's taking
same
so
here.
long to get that.
so it is pretty cool.
So do you guys think Sabine is still the true ruler of Mandalore?
I want her to be. I like her.
Yeah, she was awesome. She should be alive still.
Maybe she's the armor.
Oh, that would be
Maybe.
cool.
Good point. I never even thought about that.
That would be really cool.
That'll be a hell of a twist.
As a non-Clone Wars guy, who?
Huh? Oh, well, no, she's from Rebels, man.
Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebel.
Sabine Wren is another
Okay, I have heard y'all
Mandalorian.
talk about her. Right.
Yeah, so she's another Mandalorian, and I think Clan Wren is her clan, She actually won the Darksaber and by law should have been the ruler of Mandalore, but she gave it to Bo-Katan. She didn't want to rule. She ended up joining the rebels, and she was there during supposedly during the Battle of Endor and all that. And she at the end of Return of the Jedi, she and Ahsoka went off to go find Ezrin, and that's what's gonna. I'm assuming she's gonna be in. I think she has already been casted for the Ahsoka TV show. Drinks.
Drink.
Take a refill.
I don't like the Sabine plan because I want to see George still melt down on the camera. So he's a little too happy about Sabine showing up. So I'm like, no, I don't like that.
Everybody only wants to see angry George, huh?
Yeah, do it.
Angry Jorge.
If Solo shows up, I'm going to be going, yes, but it'll be for a totally different reason.
Oh man,
I think George had a gummy before the show.
yeah, that's what I should do. I should take a gummy before the show to ensure that I don't.
Hey, George, it could be a good thing. Look at Angry Joe reviews.
I know, right?
Oh.
So Angry Joe, that guy, yeah, he's still alive.
I like Angry Joe.
Yeah, he's funny, man.
Yeah, he's great. I like the
He's gonna
intros.
get a heart attack one day.
Still around.
Yeah.
So as a non-animated watcher, does the Armorers...
I was rewatching their review of. Oh, okay.
Jason's a little delayed.
Right. All good, all good.
Great.
Does the Armorers
Sorry.
explanation of Bo-Katan accepting it not one, is that like fill in the gaps satisfactory to fans of the animated or not?
Yeah, because I didn't agree. Well, I kind of felt that was a little bit odd that she gave the saber to her and then everybody just recognized Bo-Katan, even though I do like Bo-Katan. Her sister was the ruler of Mandalore, not by ownership of the Darksaber, but by being part of a noble house, and they were actually trying to have more of a democracy in Mandalore. So they elected her to be their leader. Bo-Katan at that time.
There were groups trying to overthrow her. Even they had different sects.
Part of that.
Right.
They had sects that were trying to take over.
That's part of the Death Watch was doing all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bo-Katan was actually part of that. She didn't agree with, because her sister believed in pacifism. She didn't want to be a warrior race like they've always been throughout history. So,
but the explanation closed the loophole.
I think so.
Okay.
And I like that they give that whole thing that because she took the saber in that way that they doomed the planet, and that's the reason why we lost the planet. I thought that's kind of neat the way they explained that.
Right.
So
right. It's almost like a curse.
It's like a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they kind of give it that biblical flavor of using like the nations. It will be the ruin of the nations and that kind of stuff. It has that Old Testament kind of feel.
I dug it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Obi-Wan, didn't he hook up with the sister?
I think there's something going down with the two of them, but he there's the unspoken words between them. Something happened. Right. He's playing hide the lightsaber a little bit.
Right, right.
Yeah, you should watch that arc, Craig. You'll probably like it. It's actually a good arc.
It is. It's perfect. You don't got to watch anything else. I think that's about four different 30-minute episodes. They're great.
I did Google the death scene of her.
Okay.
Yep.
She fell off the balcony.
Maul killed her.
Maul killed her,
right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Dang it.
Dank farrik.
Are there any go?
Michelle, what's your favorite Star Wars character to illustrate?
Oh man.
Gotta be Grogu. You got like 10 of them.
Yeah, it's probably Grogu.
He's so
He's
cute.
pretty cute. Yeah. And I told you guys at the beginning in the green room that I sold like all my originals. So
yeah.
Yes.
I saw that. Congrats.
Tell us about that.
That's thanks.
That's so awesome.
That was very cool.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. So actually the guy.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. The gentleman that bought him is actually in the chat right now. So Fetid Logic, he actually bought my original Han, my original Bausch Leia, Grogu.
Wow.
yeah, so he cleaned me out. So I have to start drawing new characters now.
Oh
But
no!
he didn't want
Yeah.
he
All
didn't
right,
want
get to work.
I know, right? The Babu Frick, he's not a fan of the later shows, so he's like us, so that's cool.
I don't like the sequel trilogy, but I do like Babu Frick. He's cool.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, that
George
was a
will
great
buy that one.
character. Yep.
Yeah, that's a
he's
cool
the
character.
only thing that was good about it.
Yeah. And he had like 3 minutes of screen time, so
Right. Great
So-
character
so-
though.
So you said you were working on something, Michelle?
yeah.
Hey,
I'm work-
you know quality when you see it.
So I'm working on Biker Scout right now. So
Oh yeah, I saw that coming along.
So
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
it's on the planet of Endor. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
so the background's pretty much done, but I just got to focus on the biker now. So
Nice.
They look
I
like
just-
they're doing pretty fast.
Nice.
I wanted it to a piece to just go pretty quick. I'm waiting to hear back from a client on a portrait right now, so I was like, I need a quick project, so I just decided to do this biker
So
scout.
does that influence your subjects that you pick to draw? You're thinking about kind of timeliness to get it to market, how much it's going to take overall to develop and render.
Actually, what I do is I just draw what I like, because I've made a pact with myself. Being in the pet portrait, people tell me what to draw, and well, that's okay and good. It was turning more into a job, so I made a pact and said, you know what, I'm going to take some time every month, and I'm going to draw something that I want to draw. And so I started doing that, and actually my funsies started selling. So I was like, shoo. And they were selling better than the pet portraits. So I was like, maybe I have something here. So that's kind of why I started drawing the characters,
Absolutely.
Try to branch out a little bit. So plus I love them. So it's my way to
Kinda like
show
what-
my love of it,
Well, that's what Marcel, you said the other week too. You knew you'd never get tired of drawing this property.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
always have subjects, and when I sit down to sketch, I think about, okay, who am I going to draw? There's just a wealth of characters you never, or a lack of a subject that you can pick out.
Drink.
Sorry, guys.
Man, I'm gonna stumble into bed tonight, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
it's
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, when my wife and kids come home, they left for me to do this. When they walk in, I'm going to be plastered.
Right.
After this, there's a buddy of mine. He lives across the way here. He ordered these couple of bottles of whiskey that were like $1,200. He's a whiskey collector,
Nice.
and they were supposed to show up 2 days ago, and UPS went to his house and then dropped them off at this space, the local UPS drop-off point, and he went there to grab them, and they weren't there, and they said that they'd been dropped off. Finally, he recovered them yesterday. So after this wraps, I got to go over there and begrudgingly taste this like $800 bottle of whiskey.
Oh,
Wow.
Twist my arm, twist my arm, right?
Wait,
Sorry,
you're right
man.
there.
Sorry.
You're right there, Marcel. Hold on.
Yeah.
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 How can I get there quickly?
We need your sign, Craig. I'm
I
ahead.
thought maybe
out.
Right.
those freedom truckers snapped it up. I was thinking.
Right?
My
Yeah.
head out. So Michelle, as an
Yeah.
artist, you're saying that it's stifling for someone to tell you do XXX. You would much rather prefer do your thing.
It can be, but you know what? When it comes to fan art, I'm such a Star Wars fan, so it doesn't seem like a job. Like, a couple of you have commissioned me to do Star Wars, and honestly, that just doesn't seem like a job to me. It just seems like, let's get to it. I want to get to it, so that's
Sure.
fine. Like, I've drawn more pets. I've probably drawn a few hundred pets.
Drink.
I was like totally on that.
being a custom artist is I don't know. It's fun and rewarding in a way, but when you get to draw things that you want to draw, that's kind of where it's at. That so.
So I had touched base with you about doing my 3 pugs, 1 passed, and the 2 that we have currently.
Yeah.
And I had thought about literally saying, do your thing, whatever you think, interpretation instead of a literal. So that's what you would prefer to do.
Yeah. Some, when the client gives me full reign, and because I have 2 different types of clients. I have clients that are like type A. So when I show them the progress as I go, they can't wrap their mind around where it's going. And they're like, well, are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? And it's like, they can't see the end result. And so then there's those clients that like, just say, here, do. And they are so impressed. And no matter what I do, they absolutely love it. So I prefer those types, that just let you do what you want.
Sure.
I think,
but also probably a little bit scary, right?
It is, because you want to impress them, but I think they're coming to you because they believe in you, and they are coming to you for a reason. They're not spending money with me because, they obviously have seen my work. Mm-hmm. They obviously are, convinced that way. So.
Sure. So like if I was given to you, I would like she can nail the photorealistic. And if I give you artistic freedom, then there's a little bit of a gamble there, that you see what I'm saying? That's where I was saying that it would be a little bit scary on your part.
They'll end up as German Shepherds.
But you know what? I kind of like that as a challenge. And so my portfolio shows range. So like if you were to say, do something abstract or whatever, I like got you covered. So like I do realistic, I do abstract, and then I also do black and white. So I wanted to make sure that I can provide my clients a plethora of whatever. So I could do that.
Right.
Honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, dude. Is that your puppy that just passed?
No, this is my grandmother did this.
Oh, your grandmother did that?
Wow, that's fantastic.
Dude, that's awesome.
She used to love painting pets. That was so. Michelle, you talk about commissions. My grandmother had a commission. Guy came in with a picture like that. It was a real dog. Came in with a picture with the cigar and the hat, and the guy said, "Hey, I'll pay you to do it. I really want you to do it, right?" And so she's like having fun with it, painting it and everything else. The guy never came back for it. No. And it sat in her studio forever. And then when she passed away, everybody was like,
George,
what picture do you want? Right. And I'm like, I want that picture of that dog that sat in her studio. Right. Yeah. But
I still keep waiting for somebody to say, do their pug in the Jedi gear. I keep waiting for that type of thing,
There you go, correct.
That's what I'm
There you go.
That would be awesome. That would be killer. Right.
Oh, nice.
So I wasn't asking the questions saying it as a doubt. I was just saying it as a mindset, of like your process, because you were saying that you felt a little bit stifled by having somebody.
It can be, but I honestly love a challenge. So, if the client says, here, do this and have free reign, I'm all about it. Yeah, let's do it.
George wants a Han Solo with Cad Bane with a dog.
Cad Bane wearing a bowler hat, a nice English bowler.
One of those little small, tiny hats.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to do your piece, Craig, and Jorge. I'm excited to do your piece.
Jorge.
Yeah.
Jorge.
That's Marcel's fault.
That's sticking, man.
Way sexier than George.
What is your name? I am Jorge.
I know. All of our names are screwed up.
Muy macho.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have
Michelle,
Jedi
you work
bugs. I'm
so fast too. It's amazing how fast you work. I can't.
Oh,
it's
thanks.
amazing.
She just knocks them out.
Thanks.
And they all look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think I found my niche with pastels. I used to work in color pencil, and I taught myself color pencil. But after trying pastels, it was like, what the hell was I thinking with color pencil? I mean, it just goes so much faster. It's opaque, so I'm able to layer dark to light, light to dark, and if I make a mistake,
overlays.
I can just rub it out. You know.
Yep.
Jason, do you do any work for others, or is it just a hobby for yourself?
Just a hobby for me. Unfortunately, I don't have time to. I see George laugh. Was it the rub out comment?
Right.
What was the show?
That is. Drink to that.
Yeah, so I rub one out for myself. No, just kidding. Yeah, dude, Marcel, I've got like so many ideas, and I start sketches, and I never get to finish them. I work in corporate marketing, so it's like, and then I got young kids. I got all the excuses in the book, man. But yeah, I love it. I got a setup finally, a dedicated setup, and I've been trying to do more and more every year. But there's been so much lately that I've just been starting to get back. I did Black Chrysanthemum the other week, and I've got a Death Watch sketch I'm trying to finish. And Evan's always trying to get me to do different characters and C-3PO. But
Jason, do you have an Instagram that you post stuff on that I can follow? Or
yeah, I do.
Follow?
Yeah.
And it is?
Yeah.
He's delayed.
He's delayed.
All right, send it to me, bro. I want to follow your
story of my life.
That's funny.
But if I had to say what I really like to do, I mean, I do love drawing the characters, but I like be able to create texture. So like the shine on the helmets, or you know, the wood or fur. Like textures really interest me.
At dinner tonight, I was showing my nephew your work, and specifically pointing out those things in the Mando, you know, between the cape and the gun and the shine on the helmet. So
yeah, that was absolutely fun to do, you know, just to be able to capture that. And people are like, I can't believe that that's pastel.
It's funny. Every artist like zeroes in on something that they like to, And I mean, as an artist, you accentuate certain things. Like Marcel accentuates certain things. You accentuate certain things.
Yeah.
And when I saw Marcel's work, it was like, I thought it was charcoal. I was asking Evan. I was like, zero in on that print. Is that charcoal?
Oh yeah.
I do like Craig's expressions when Michelle talks, because he's like looking up at the cube. He's like,
The Brady Bunch
makes me laugh a little bit more.
oh, he's like, that's what's cracking me up, because every time Michelle talks, he's like, yeah, all right, I got you.
Hey,
apologies.
I have to look down?
the Major Domo. Oops.
I've got a delay. Apologies.
Here you go, Jorge. Jorge, I got a question for you, man.
What's up?
Are there any books or sources that like talk about in Star Wars lore, like what they break down what the Force actually is, or how it like different people talk about it or think about it?
Not that I know of. I mean, every one of them has something different. I've been listening to the High Republic lately, and they have their own interpretation of things. Like some of the stuff that happens in there talks about like Jedi mind trick, and when they started using it, and you know, back then they called it mind touch, and they have their own thought of how that worked. I haven't really seen almost all of them that I've seen. Even the ones from you know, the Old Republic have been kind of just the same when they talk about the Force, just that it's an energy.
Yeah. The reason I ask is I have a bit of a philosophy background, and really spent a lot of time with like Buddhism and Taoism and Zen and Vedanta and a lot of this stuff. And so like at the end, so one of the things about Buddhism they say is, you know, the first thing is you want to get rid of desire. Mm-hmm. And in Buddhism, this is kind of like called a double bind. because everybody goes like, yeah, I really want to get rid of desire, because when you desire things, you're chasing things and you're going after them. And this ties into Star Wars, so I'll get to that.
Perfect.
It's a double bind, because then you desire wanting to get rid of desire, right? And that's the trick. That's the first stumbling block that the teacher puts in front of the student. It's like, no, you idiot. And so when Luke says to Grogu, he's like, you need to get rid of your attachments. Well, that's the same double bind, as you get attached to getting rid of attachments.
Mhm.
But that's like the fundamental philosophy of the Jedi. And I'm like, okay, this isn't working for me, right? Yeah, okay. Cheers, boys. And
I'm not going to
girls.
make it till the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just hoping, I'd love for Lucas or someone to like can we just break this down a little bit? And even if they want to throw midichlorians in, that's fine. Like, let's get this figured out, because if you're gonna put Grogu on the spot, and you're like, look, you can't have attachments. Okay, well then I can't be attached to your choice that you're giving me.
Very
So
cool. Yeah.
The best thing for Grogu to do would like be to kick over a glass of lemonade at that point. Like, it's just like, I have no interest in what it is that you're presenting me with, because according to Yoda, I'm supposed to be in the present and not marry myself to these attachments that you're presenting me with. Right.
Right.
So if
Right.
you, like, I'm like, this is my background, and the things that when I watched that, I was like, this is kind of a false question to me. Right. I didn't appreciate it
Yes.
as much as I would like to from a philosophical perspective, because if you're going to be one with the Force, there are a lot of things that are tied into that. Like, just to give you some weird Zen background, like one of the things they would do is they would ask the student where they were from. And the student would want to be a Zen student. They would say, where are you from? And they say, I'm from this city. And they'd say, get out of here, right? Because the idea of you being tying yourself like an anchor to a place is the wrong answer. Do you understand what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Sounds very Jedi, actually.
and so, like Yoda says, you know, we're
because that represents commitment, right? That's
yeah.
ownership.
So like, if he's, but I get like them showing the difference between the Mandalorian philosophy of commitment to the Mandalorian way and the Jedi way, which is totally different. Like, that's what the Mando points out in episode 5 and episode 6. So on the one hand, you have the Oracle highlighting the Mandalorian way in episode 5. In episode 6, you have Luke sort of agreeing with the Oracle, or the Armorer, saying, yeah, our ways are not the same. But to be one with the Force, it's really interesting from a philosophical point of view. It's like having to make a choice like that. So that's how I sort of look at the dialogue. And I'm frustrated because
But how committed is he?
Sorry?
Yeah, we don't know that yet, right?
How
I think
committed
he's
is
just.
He wants to.
Yeah.
How committed is he though to that?
Grogu?
Yeah.
He's taken off his helmet how many times at this point? He wants to redeem himself.
Talking about
No,
Din Djarin.
Din Djarin.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked about Boba Fett maybe being the guy who gets the dark saber and leading Mandalorians to freedom. But Jorge said that's not possible.
Well, I mean, it could happen, but I mean, it'd be difficult because of the different points of view from the different clans. They wouldn't respect Fett. Getting to your point on the Jedi, one of the things I do like about the High Republic is that it takes place 100 years before the
You'd
events
actually
of-
have to. You'd actually have.
He's so delayed.
Poor guy.
It is delayed.
Sorry, Jason.
In the world between worlds.
Yeah.
The High Republic takes place 100 years before the events of the Clone Wars or of the Phantom Menace. Yoda is alive, but Yoda's younger, you know, and there's many different Jedi. But some of the things that they have going on in there is that you have Jedi that are in relationships with each other, which is something that doesn't exist at all by the time the Phantom Menace occurs. The understanding of what hyperspace is different. Like I always thought, when they go into light speed, that that you're basically just, it's a very, very fast motion. And that's what that is. In the books, they say that it's you're going into like an alternate dimension, basically, and that's how you're getting from one point to the other point. You're in the space between space is what hyperspace is, and that's why it's a safe way of travel. It's this charted area that these guys go, and one of the main focuses on the story right now is that there's a group of people that have found a different way to navigate through hyperspace, and it's causing, to not put a good word for it, traffic jams, and people are crashing with each other is basically what's happening, and it's causing issues. So that brings the Jedi into play, and I'm assuming that they're going to talk about all these things about why the Jedi at this, at the point in the movies, don't agree with the idea of having attachments, or some of their new philosophies that Yoda has put into place at this, at the point of the Phantom Menace.
Right.
So maybe that's where it's going to happen. They are really good books. The first one's is great. The Light of the Jedi.
You're doing them as audiobooks, hey?
Huh? Yeah, I do it as audiobooks, but when I'm in the gym, it's easier for me to listen to something like that. There's only so much music I can listen to. I end up hearing the same songs over and over again. So,
all right, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that was what the High Republic.
The High Republic, yeah. The first one is called The Light of the Jedi. Really, really good book. I enjoyed that one a lot. So,
nice.
I don't read, so I'll take the audio any day.
Yeah. It's great. They got voice acting.
I can't read.
Yeah, I don't read.
Star Wars audiobooks are fantastic.
Yeah,
Those are pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Pop-ups
those
or anything.
the Star Wars audiobooks are like the best.
Which one?
There's the Star Wars ones. They're just the best.
Yeah.
They have like sound
you
effects.
got the sound effects and all that. Makes it sounds really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I get the omnibuses because it makes me feel like I'm a grown up. I got a thick book. Everybody's like, "Wow, what are you reading?" Like it's it's a library right here. It's got pictures.
Right.
Nice.
You can color.
Yeah.
Flip book.
That's cool. But hey, guys, we've been at it for an hour and a half. So I say we give everybody their Friday nights back. Appreciate all the talks. Appreciate all the. And then
Finish it.
Finish it. Oh man, I was gonna finish in the green room.
I'm done. It's already done. Yeah. Luke and Ahsoka, are they going to hook up? Anyway, bye.
We could talk about that in the green room. No, but everybody, thank you for joining us today. Marcel, thank you for being here with us tonight, talking about your art. Michelle, Jeff, Craig, George, Jason. Great times tonight, and hopefully I remember what to do because I drank too much.
Good talking to y'all.
Yeah, thanks for being here on a Friday night, and may the force be with you guys.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Salud.